Okay guys, welcome back to another one of my Pokemon Wi-Fi battles, and this is a battle I had against someone called Skitles on a Zap chat on the internet. Um, he wanted the mixed tier game, so I gave him a mixed tier game. We had a battle beforehand, and he swept me easy 5-love, or 5-0, whatever you want to call it. So I asked for a rematch with different teams, and this is what happened. He starts off with his Hippowdon, and I start off with my Steelix, and predictably, we both want to set up entry hazards. So the first turn, we just set up Stealth Rocks. Of course, that helps to break the sash on any sash Pokemon, but I don't think either of us really have any sash Pokemon, so it doesn't matter too much. But I think overall, Stealth Rocks helps him more than me throughout the whole battle. So he goes for the Earthquake. I thought he was going to go for the Roar. But Earthquake will do nothing to my Boner. Yeah, my Boner. So I just Dragon Tail him out. So, of course it would bring in his Magnezone, and with the Magnet Pull ability, that means I now cannot switch. So, I'm going to have to attack this thing as much as I can. So, because I can't read, I didn't notice he has the Air Balloon attached to his Magnezone, so he goes for HP Fire, and I'm actually quite surprised that I live with 16 HP. I'm not sure if Steelix is Rock type, so therefore he gets benefit from Sandstorm. But there I go for the Earthquake, and I didn't realise he had the Air Balloon, so that was a waste of a turn. If I had Dragon Tailed, I would then have been able to switch out Steelix and keep it. But hey ho, my Boner dies. It had to go down at some point. So anyway, I bring in my David Hay, my Machamp. So now the obvious Dynamic Punch is obvious, and he's going to switch his Sex Machine out and bring in his Chandelure, which I predict very nicely, and just go for the safe Stone Edge, as with no guard it brings its accuracy up, and therefore it won't miss, and Chandelure is now dead, and that is a big threat out of the team, as Chandelure has a stupidly monstrous special attack. And I suppose so does not Alakazam. Well, Alakazam does, but Machamp has a monstrous physical attack, and this is my Max Adamant Attack Choice Band, all-out attacking Machamp. And as you can see, Stone Edge does quite a lot to a Skarmory for neutral damage from a non-stab move, but he goes for the Toxic, and it's not too bad really. It's better than having a burn. It'd be good if I had Guts at this point, but no guard. The accuracy is vital if you want to use Dynamic Punch, which is a very strong and useful move. So I'm not sure that another Stone Edge will kill his Skarmory, so I'm going to switch out and go into my Magmortar, predicting him to Roost, predicting me to go for another Stone Edge. So, in fact, he does go for the Roost on my switch. So now his Skarmory's back up to full HP after the Roost, and I'm already thinking about the next turn, thinking the Fire move is too obvious, but he has got Sturdy, so maybe he'll want to stay in, but I opt to go for a prediction instead, and he doesn't stay in fact, and I go for the Thunderbolt, predicting him to bring in his Rotom Wash in, but he actually brings his Hungry Hippo, so hungry, Hippowdon, whatever you want to call it, back in, and I go for the Thunderbolt, so that was a waste of a turn. If I'd have predicted this and gone for the HP Ice, Katie Price might have done some more in this battle, but now Hippowdon's pretty much at full HP, and Hidden Power Ice isn't really going to do enough to kill it at this range, surely because of Unstab, and Hippowdon's just sheer bulkiness, but it does quite a lot really, I suppose, considering it's quite a low base power move compared to other ice moves, and it's non-stab and all that, but Hippowdon's easily going to kill me off with an Earthquake. I didn't really expect to live it, and I knew it was going to kill me off after this turn, but it allows me to have a free switch into whatever I want to bring in, which I think in fact will be my David Hay, my Machamp. So now I've brought Machamp in, and he hasn't got a Ghost Pokemon anymore, which freely allows me to go for a Dynamic Punch, and he obviously knows that, and he just leaves in his Hippowdon to die. So Hungry dies, and I'm chilling here, but I have got Toxic, which means Machamp can only stay in for a certain amount of time, and plus Sandstorm and Toxic bring my health down a lot each turn. So he brings in his Skarmory, which I suppose is the best counter for my Hay, but Dynamic Punch is actually going to do a lot of damage to Skarmory. Choice Band, Stab, 100% accuracy, and because it always confuses, that's handy as well. So from full, it does about 4/5 of damage to his raptor, but he breaks through confusion, goes for spikes. I honestly thought he'd go for Brave Bird, but maybe he didn't want to risk the fact he might kill himself from Brave Bird. But he gets leftovers and I get damaged by poison and all that, but I know I'm faster, and he knows that too, so he's either going to have to leave in Skarmory to die or bring something in and that will also die. So he makes a good move and just leaves his Skarmory in to die. But now my David Hay is at such a low point, anything can really come in and kill it because it's not the fastest thing in the game. So I'm sure it's something which will outspeed to kill it. So he actually brings in his Rotom, which I guess is Scarfed, because he uses Electro Ball, and I think that move is like more powerful the faster your Pokemon is. So I'm guessing that's a good combo, and Scarfed Rotom with that might do a lot of damage, but I won't know because Hay was on low HP anyway. So I bring in my Techo Freak. I don't think I could fit Techno Freak in, so I put Techo Freak. And anyway, downloads more attack boosts. I didn't really want that because I don't have any physical attacks. This is my choice Scarfed. Max special attack Porygon Z, and I was thinking about the possible switch to Magnezone, which he does make, but I can't really hit it. I have Thunderbolt, Tri Attack, Ice Beam, and something else, just not a fire move. So actually I get a critical hit and I get a paralyzation with a Tri Attack, which is very handy for me, and his Air Balloon pops. That's a bit too late for that really. But then I get to go first thanks to the paralysis. I don't know if he was faster or not, but I am Scarfed. I'm guessing he obviously wasn't Scarfed because of the Air Balloon. But I do kill it, thinking I wouldn't, but I do kill it because I get a critical hit. I'm not quite sure if it mattered. I'm thinking it probably did. So that's majorly swung the game in my favour. So in comes his Rotom Wash, and that sort of backs up my idea of him being Scarfed, because he didn't want to use another Electro Ball, because I'm fast as well, so it might not do as much damage. But Hydro Pump hits, unfortunately, and does kill my Techo Freak. So the game's getting dangerously close here, and I don't really want to lose it. So in comes my Rabbit Foot, my Absol. This is my own set. I don't see many people use it. It has Super Luck, and I also gave it the Scope Lens, which increases the chance of critical hits. So basically, if I spam Night Slash or Psycho Cut on a Pokemon with this, it should be pretty good chancing, or have pretty good chance of doing a critical hit. But I go for Sucker Punch to kill it because I know it's Scarfed at this point. So now it's 2-on-1. I go for Sucker Punch, but it fails, and this is where the mind games begin. He goes for Hone Claws, and I was thinking that's a possibility because I do have my own Durant, and I sort of know what happens with Durant, but I made the silly play. If I'd have gone for Night Slash, it might have been a different story. So thinking he's going to go for another Hone Claws after all the after turn effects like Sandstorm and Leftovers, I'm thinking he's going to go for another one, but I go for Swords Dance. So I go for Swords Dance, but he actually attacks, and that kills my Absol, and that pretty much ruins my chances of getting anything from this game, because my last Pokemon is in fact a Regice, which of course is weak to Steel, and he's at +1 normal accuracy, well +2 I suppose because of Hustle, but Reggie takes enough damage from entry hazards to probably bring him low enough to easily kill me. He probably would have killed me from full health anyway, because Regice is a specially defensive monster, but that's enough to kill me. So that was a great game, Skittles. Thanks for you guys watching. Please rate, comment, sub, and I'll see you guys next time.